Hello everybody and welcome to a quick Shirley Park update. So I'm sure you're all wondering, when are you going to be back on grass tees and when are Buggy's going to come out? Especially as we've had this lovely dry spell. So we've been blessed with a really good autumn. We were dry up until end of November, and yes, we had a bit of a miserable December and January, early February, but we're coming out now, as I said in my previous video, of what could be the back of 2.5 dry weeks. We checked the weather this morning. There was supposed to be rain today, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, 0 degrees in the morning, touch of frost. That's now changed to -1 in the mornings, but dry, no more rain. So now we could be looking at 3.5 dry weeks by the end of next week, by early next week. We've looked even further ahead, and we could all be lucky enough to have seen nearly a month of dry weather almost from the 1st of March. That's rare. That happened after the last lockdown that we had. I was at Richmond Park and we had a really dry spring. It allowed all the greenkeepers around the country to get all the golf courses cut, but there was no growth. So you had everything there, but people were expecting fast greens and stripes everywhere, but the grass wasn't ready for that yet. It was just dry weather. That doesn't mean it's necessarily spring. Spring, as I always mention, brings growth. So a little bit about that, and to go back to talking about when you're going to be on grass tees and when a buggy's going to come out. So every autumn I do you a video to give you factual reasons as to why you go from grass tees to the winter mats, and that's because grass doesn't grow generally less than 10 degrees. So over here we've got our thermometer in the ground. I don't know if you can see that, but we're down at about 7 or 8 degrees, so we're below 10, and we haven't had frosts yet, so more frosts are going to set in this week. So below 10 degrees, there's no way of recovering a divot. We also, as regular maintenance, we like to dress all the blue areas, in fact all the tees. We dress them, we seed them, and we feed them ready for spring, so that when you come on the grass they look really nice and healthy. However, we won't be able to get that seed to germinate because of the temperatures less than 10 degrees. So for now, winter mats will stay in use until we hit that temperature of warmth. Now, in regards to the course conditions, you can see the 10th fairway here. Looks quite nice, looks dry. I would say it is dry. Across the other side of those bridges, as you know, becomes very muddy, puddled, swamp-like. So we're always looking to improve and give you a nicer golfing experience, and you know, maybe we need to review things because we've had a dry March. Why can't we get buggies out? Now, the turf has got a little bit of science here, something called turf turgor. That's its bounce and how it recovers, and we all know that when you start mowing your lawns regularly, the grass is stood up, it's healthy, it's enjoying the weather as much as we do. But right now it's a little bit dormant still, it's not really woken up, and that's because the soil's less than 10 degrees. So the course may succumb to wear and tear from buggies, but this is something that we can review. So the management here, along with myself and my team, have discussed this. We're going to make a preliminary date to get buggies out the month of March, but I have to stress to you, please check the course status updates on the website daily, because we're reviewing the course conditions and how it's going to react to buggy use when it's not actively growing. They're your special words, they're actively growing. We can pull buggies at any point for those reasons: turf health, wear and tear, decaying turf. If we do get rain, because I'm betting, how often do we have a bone dry March? Quite possible, because we had it after the last lockdown, and then we had a really bad April. So not to be too pessimistic, but are any of you going to make a bet that it's going to be dry March, dry April, and then go straight into a dry summer and you're going to have 9 months of dry weather? I'm betting no. So until we hit spring growth, buggies will be reviewed daily. The course update will change daily. For you, you need to remember that you might have buggies on a Monday and not on the next day, Tuesday. You might have buggies on the Wednesday and Thursday, but not Friday or for the weekend. This will change erratically based on what we are seeing out there and how the course is reacting to buggies. Now, it's very easy to say, well then don't do it, but we don't want to do this. We want to create a nicer experience for you guys and give you buggies while we can. So watch this space. We will set a date to get the buggies out. Why it's dry, I agree, there's not enough reasons for not having them out there. So we're going to look at reviewing this. We'll see how the turf reacts, but please, please, please check the updates on the website daily that me and the team do. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in again.